Hi guys, it's Joy, and we have a lot to talk about. So the first thing that I want to go over has to do, if you saw the title of this video, has to do with information that Trisha is putting out. So apparently, if you guys have been following the story, which it's been blowing up everywhere, so if you're on the side of the internet, you probably know about it. Trisha Paytas is starting to leak information, and she's leaking voice memos about Dawson talking behind her back and mean girling her. And I've been saying for a while, if you guys have been watching my videos, I've been saying, Trisha, show the evidence. Hairbyjay is the one that hurt you. Jeffree had done things that were hurtful to you, and you've drugged Shane into this, just saying he's a bad friend with very little evidence. So apparently there's a lot of evidence, and it's starting to come out, and I'm open-minded. So let's take a look and let's see what her evidence says.
Good morning. Oh my gosh. So I was just sent voice memos from Shane. His own voice. Shit talking me back from April 2017. 2 months after we filmed his first series where I was him and he was me, and he's just telling this influencer, I'll say his name's Charles Gross, stuff that I told him. And I wasn't really shit-talking Charles Gross, but Shane was shit-talking me because I was friends with Peter Mon, and I was just asking him if he invited Charles Gross to this Christmas party. But he was mocking my voice in the audio, and I don't think it's legal or morally right to share audio messages, but I heard it for myself, publicly. I heard it for myself, and I'm it's the first time I actually heard it from Shane's mouth, being Trish, he's Trish, are we kids? Mocking my voice. I was... So I did get an okay from Charles Gross to share this. But again, I don't know if I want to share the actual audio, but there it is, because I heard it with my own ears. I'm just freaking out. You guys, look, April 2017. And he's gossiping about something I told him before a Christmas party in 2016. I don't even remember it. I do remember talking to Peter Mon. This is so stupid. I just remember being yeah, did you invite Charles? But he's the way he said it on the audio was just yeah, Trish is ew, why would you do that? And he's Trish, is this all you have better to do is gossip? Shane, you are the biggest gossip, and you're the meanest gossip. Yeah, maybe I was hey, yeah, Peter Mon said that you're inviting Charles Gross. I never said anything bad about him. He doesn't say that I said anything bad about him, but I'm not mean, and I don't look at you gossiping to someone you don't even know. I was his best friend. No, I was just the stupid one. I was just the desperate one. I'm such an idiot. The audio is literally Shane in a mocking voice being me, being you invited this guy? As what? What? I have never said one bad thing about Shane privately, publicly, I'm just I was kind of getting myself together and just move on. Today's a new day. But I was just I'm so shocked. I've just never been so mind blown by someone so fake. Because you will not find one voice memo of me bad talking Shane or saying something that Shane said to me in private or question. This is Shane's a gossip, yeah. But I didn't know he was so mean and conniving behind people's back. Truly, I didn't know this. He'd end friendships and he would kind of tell me, but also always just paint himself as a good person. Never was being mean. This is just nasty shit. Mocking. I'm his best friend. We did the first series together. I was going through so much that year, 2017. I did the series after my breakup with Sean, and he knew in that series I'm going through it. This is months later. I was not mentally well this year. I checked in with Shane about this is. I'm so mind blown. You don't understand how bad I just want to move forward. I love making TikToks and fun TikToks. These are just so stupid, and I hate that they're even on my feed. I'm just I can't even take it in. Hearing his voice, right? I've heard it from multiple people and different people, and okay, but hearing him mock me and say Trish told me 4 months ago about something, just and for what? To make Charles Gross feel worse about. I didn't say anything bad, and he repeated that I didn't say anything bad. It wasn't that. It was just more that I was asking him why he invited Charles, because Peter Mon didn't like him. This was so long ago. Everything's squashed, but it's just what was the point? To make Charles feel bad, to make me look bad, to just shit on me for no reason, to mock my voice. I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense. Just completely unwarranted. I know I do stuff that's rubs people the wrong way, but I was so nice to Shane. I never said anything bad about him. I was always there for him. I'm so it's the wind has been knocked out of me. And like these are voice memos he sent to people. No one's like privately recording him or anything like that, which I heard other people do. But like these are voice memos he sent. And honestly, like if you share a voice memo with me about Shane, like, and like I'm sure there's more. Like I'm not gonna share them, obviously. Like it just like solidifies. Like I already don't feel bad. Like I already feels like a weight has been lifted off me. Like I don't have any remorse about this friendship because like I did nothing to warrant this. Like this is the first time ever in my life, in my career on YouTube, that I didn't warrant this kind of response, rebuttal, attack. Like it's not even a response, it was just like this weird attack for no reason. And it just I don't know, I guess just like hearing it is just like, yeah, this person is a bad person. Like this is the one person I thought never talked bad about me, that never like gossiped. Like this is insane. Yeah, I'm like processing all this. Like it's just, this week has been hard anyways, because it's like it literally feels like I just didn't know this person. Peter Mon's video, he said he called me a sociopath, and I'm just like, oh. And like these are voice memos he sent to people. No one's like privately recording him or anything like that, which I heard other people do. But like these are voice memos he sent. And honestly, like if you share a voice memo with me about Shane, like, and like I'm sure there's more. Like I'm not gonna share them, obviously. Like it just like solidifies. Like I already don't feel bad. Like I already feels like a weight has been lifted off me. Like I don't have any remorse about this friendship because like I did nothing to warrant this. Like this is the first time ever in my life, in my career on YouTube, that I didn't warrant this kind of response, rebuttal, attack. Like it's not even a response, it was just like this weird attack for no reason. And it just I don't know, I guess just like hearing it is just like, yeah, this person is a bad person. Like this is the one person I thought never talked bad about me, that never like gossiped. Like this is insane. Yeah, I'm like processing all this. Like it's just, this week has been hard anyways, because it's like it literally feels like I just didn't know this person. Peter Mon's video, he said he called me a sociopath, and I'm just like, oh. So just to touch on that, like Peter Mon made a video talking about like when he met up with Shane in Vegas, and this was like around like, I don't know, 2018. And I guess he said that like Trisha said she'd meet up with me or something in Vegas, and to which Shane said to that, oh yeah, Trisha said she'd meet up with me in Vegas. That's what Peter told Shane. Shane's response to that was, Trisha's a pathological liar. Like what is the point? It's not like I said, you know, Shane's this, or made up rumors about someone. I said, oh, I would love to meet up with you, to which Shane's response is, Trisha's a pathological liar. Peter Mon also goes on to say that he says that Tana's a sociopath, Jake Paul's a sociopath, and then I'm a sociopath. Oh my God. Shane, you're not a psychologist. Not everyone's a sociopath. Oh my God, you give this guy a series of fake therapists and an ego, and all of a sudden he just knows everything about psychology, and he can diagnose anyone as a sociopath. Like what? Make it make sense. And he said Andrew and Garrett, and they were there like laughing in Ryland. Why? Why did I warrant that? Why did I warrant my best friend call me a pathological liar and a sociopath?
Hey, I have notes that I want to go over, and then make sure and stay to the end because it's going to be worth it. I got something good for you guys. All right, in these notes, Trisha says Peter was crap talking Trisha to somebody named Charles Gross, and Charles Gross sent messages. Then this was in April 2017, and it was about stuff Trisha told Shane, but it really wasn't talked about except for Peter Mon. Shane crap talked Trisha for being friends with Peter Mon. He was mocking her voice and messages, and she doesn't think it's morally right or legally that she can share these messages, so she won't, even though she goes kind of back and forth about this one in the video. It says, Shane mocks her voice and says, Trish, are we like kids? Charles gave her permission. She isn't sure. She wants to share the audio. She showed a text message but had all of it blurred out, so that doesn't mean much to me right there. Shane told Charles something Trisha said about her hanging out with Peter Mon. So apparently Shane is frustrated that Trisha is going to hang out with or bring Peter Mon into their group. Trisha wasn't super clear, so it was kind of hard because she was just talking very quickly and rambling, which, look, no disrespect, I can do, so I'm not putting her down for that. But there was a lot of that, and I was trying to dissect exactly what was going on here. And it says, Charles gave her permission. She's not sure if she wants to put it out. And she said Shane told Charles something that Trisha said about her hanging out with Peter Mon. And he says, ew, why would you do this? Is this all you have to do is gossip? And then Trisha says she doesn't gossip and that she's not mean. Trisha gossips about people, and she's very mean to people. Look at Nikakava Adicado. And she's done it to me. I'm not trying to make this about me. I'm just saying I can firsthand point out this is a lie. The audio is Shane. It's Shane in a mock. Shane is mocking her in a frustrated voice that Trisha invited Peter Mon somewhere. Trisha wanted to move on and get over this, and this all just, get herself together today and be done with it. But she's so shocked and mind blown that Shane was so fake. You will not find anything of Trisha bad-mouthing Shane or calling Shane into question, except for now. Shane is a gossip. Yes, this is what she says, but I didn't know he was so mean and conniving behind people's backs that he would end friendships and pin himself the victim, like Trisha tried to get in the middle of my friendships. Oh, Lord. He was mean and mocking. She says, we did a series together. I was going through so much in 2017. He knew that. I did my breakup with Sean in 2017. If you guys remember Sean, I believe Sean was the one. He was the dancer that she put a ton of private information out and then tried to out him because, Trisha's a saint. So she says, I wasn't mentally well this year, and I checked in with Shane on that. So my mind is blown. Again, I want to move forward and make fun TikToks, but yet she's drugged this out for over a week, dragging Shane into something that has nothing to do with Shane. She says, I can't take it hearing his voice. I heard him gossip from multiple people. But to hear it in his voice say it, for what? To make Charles Goss feel bad. Shane repeated he didn't say anything bad. But Shane is upset that Peter was invited because Charles didn't want him there. To crap on Trisha and to mock her voice, it doesn't make sense. She says it's unwarranted. I know, I do stuff that rubs people the wrong way, but I never did anything bad to Shane. Always there for him. And she kind of will go into this too. She'll go into going, well, this is one of the only times that I shouldn't be getting criticism because, when I do something bad. We'll get into that. And she says, these are voice memos. No one's privately recording him, which she knows that people have done to him. She says, if you share a voice memo about Shane to her, I won't share them, obviously. It just solidifies what people have been saying. I already don't feel bad, like a weight has been lifted. I have no remorse about this friendship. I didn't warrant this. First time I didn't warrant this on YouTube or attack. It's an attack for no reason. Trisha, aren't you the one attacking him? Because Shane hasn't said a word, and all Ryland said is, we're really sorry this has happened. We hope we can work this out. We feel badly for how you feel. They've been nothing. Like, everybody is crapping on Jeffree and Shane, and I understand people have issues with them, and I get it, and I'm not saying you shouldn't, but they're the ones acting like adults here, and we're cheering on Trisha for completely trying to bully Shane for no reason. I don't get it, which we'll get into in a minute, because you might be sitting here thinking, oh my gosh, Joy, he said this. Well, did he? Did he say it? Because so far, all we're hearing are bits and pieces from Trisha, and that's my issue. But Trisha's put herself in a catch-22, if we're being honest, and I've had many of these in YouTube, where if she puts it out, she is just completely doing what we've known her to do, which is to get mad and then just go crazy on the internet and put everything out about somebody and be a horrible friend and just completely disrespect somebody's privacy. But because she wanted to make all of this private, if she doesn't show some actual evidence other than other YouTubers who are not reliable, like Gabby Hanna and Peter Mon, I have a video on Peter Mon coming out. So I don't know when it's coming out, but it'll be today, so stay tuned. But I want you guys to check the people who were saying, oh yeah, I know, he said it. There's so many people saying, oh yeah, this is true with no evidence. So number one. Number two, and I'll get into this in a minute, what's the context of these voice messages? And number three, this is another thing. I don't know if Charles Gross and him were close friends. I don't know the situation because there's so much we don't know. But could it be possible that that was a friend and Shane was just venting a little bit because maybe Trisha was frustrating him or upsetting him or something? Is it possible? So I've vented to my friends about friends I have. We've done that. And it's not something where I'm going around crap talking people behind their back to start drama or be mean. And many times I've had an issue with a friend where I go to maybe a mutual friend or another friend of mine and I'm like, hey, I need to vent for a little bit. Like, how many times have we all done that? That's why I'm saying we don't know the context of this. So let me get into this. So she says, hearing it, yeah, this person is a bad person. One person I thought would never talk bad about me or gossip. I'm processing this because this has been a hard week. It feels like I didn't know this person. Peter Mon's video says that Shane called her a sociopath. And she takes this as complete word and just runs with it. Peter Mon, who said, I believe, who made up lies and gossip because, Peter Mon's not a gossip, is he? And said that Trisha Paytas had an overdose. Like, Peter Mon, right? Saying he's a psychotherapist without a license. Like, yeah, Peter Mon, which I got a good little piece of info about Peter Mon that's going to come today. So again, stay tuned. So she says, Peter Mon said Shane called her a sociopath. Peter said to Shane, Trisha would meet up with you in Vegas. Shane's response is, Trisha's a pathological liar. Shane is a sociopath. Trisha is a sociopath. Tana is a sociopath. Shane says everybody is a sociopath. So, okay. There's so much I can say with this. So first of all, Trisha has said herself she's a pathological liar. Like, let's be very clear. Secondly, Trisha lies and trolls on the internet all the time. She admits she does stuff for attention all the time. I don't know what Shane said to Peter. I would tell you it is a very unsafe game to ever trust Peter Mon about anything. Peter Mon made some very critical videos of me, and when I came to him to try to correct the information, he basically said he wasn't interested. He wasn't interested in knowing what the truth was or actually getting out the truth. He just wants to gossip. Gossip and spread rumors and then give opinions on the gossip. And look, if that's what Peter Mon wants to do, that's his business. But he's also somebody that mistreats his animals. We'll get into that in a little bit. And Peter Mon is also somebody who claims to be a psychotherapist and then puts out private information about his clients. Now, I know he had the debacle back in the day where he said some very R-word stuff and he apologized for it. But the things I'm talking about now, no acknowledgement, no apology. So the psychotherapist that puts information about his clients, private personal information on social media when he's not actually a psychotherapist, but that's what he's claiming to be, and he's never apologized for that, take it with a grain of salt coming from Peter. So Trisha's hearing gossip and she's just believing everything she hears. Now here's the thing. Maybe there are some voice memos. Maybe Shane really is bad talking her. I'm not saying he's not. What I'm saying is we don't know yet. And all I'm seeing right now is that hairbyjay was horrific to Trisha and it should have never happened. And Trisha's turned around from the situation and bullied Shane for over a week and drug him and Ryland through a situation that has nothing to do with them. And now all of a sudden she's upset because of some voice memos. And you know what bothers me? Okay, I know how legally stuff works when it comes, well, I know a little bit. I'm not an expert or anything, but I know a little bit about how it works when it comes to recordings, right? And whether or not you're a one-party or a two-party state. They call that wiretapping. I actually was in federal court and had to go through some of this. I won my case, which I'm really excited. I won every time, which is very, very good. I'm just very happy because I'd never been to court for something aside from like a speeding ticket. And I was scared because it's like, I don't know what I'm doing. But depending on the state that you're in, and where things are recorded and where it was sent to. If you're a one-party state, it means only one party has to know that they are recording. Two-party state means both parties. I believe California is a two-party state. Double check that. Take that with, at least if I don't know something, I'm going to tell you I'll take it with a grain of salt and do the due diligence. And that would mean legally she might not be able to, but I don't know because this is between Charles Gross and this is between Shane. So I think it would depend on where Shane was versus where Charles Gross is. But then you'd have to set precedents. So it gets a little muddy. But you know what you can do? Because I had to do this for my court cases. You know what you can do? You can type it out. Because I had recorded phone calls that I had to type out from the situation that I was in to show as evidence. But I couldn't admit the phone calls as evidence because the people that it was recorded were, well, I recorded it in my state, but I was talking to people that are in a two-party state. So there it is. And at this point, as much as I don't want to see Trisha or I don't want to see Shane and Ryland bullied or have their privacy disrespected anymore, I guess my response would be, Trisha, if you're going to go this far, then type it up. Like, give us some evidence other than Peter Mon, the fake YouTube psychotherapist, said this. You cannot trust Peter Mon. Do you guys remember? Do you remember the documentary, the documentary that Petty Page put out about him? Remember the stuff that me and other people, Dustin Daly, have said about Peter Mon. We have evidence, we have receipts to back things up. Peter Mon is he's not only a gossip, and not only does he make up titles for himself, he's also somebody that will bully. He put out a lot of stuff about me. I'm not going to say she doesn't have medical issues, and then would allude to the fact that I'm faking it, and then would say, guess what? Joy doesn't have medical issues because she can get on state insurance where she's at. So she's just milking this and doing it for drama and attention, and would go off these narratives to create all this hate around me. And what he pointed out was something called Sooner Care. It takes 5 seconds to Google qualifications of Sooner Care to see. One of the qualifications is to be a mother. So he's a fake psychotherapist that likes to gossip and bully people. So I'm telling you right now, I would not listen to the majority of the YouTubers who say I have this personal experience with Peter Mon. You guys have no idea how many of these YouTubers lie and just say crap all the time for attention, do hit pieces. They don't care. So all I'm saying is, listen, I really hope Shane didn't mistreat her as a friend. Even if he did, like, still, why not work it out privately? Work it out privately. I feel like everybody thinks it's this normal behavior to put everything on the internet all the time. So my other thing is, let's wait for evidence. Trisha says so. When Trisha is a known liar and a known troll, that doesn't cut it for me. Let's see exactly what was said. And y'all know how many times? Y'all know how, okay, so for instance, like, I'm buddies with Mikenactor on YouTube. And there have been a couple times he's hurt my feelings. And I went to friends to vent about it. Absolutely. And you know what? In my venting, if that had been recorded and given to Mike, that might have sounded horrible. But you know what? When I was ready, me and Mike reached out to each other. We talked. We both cried. We said we were sorry. We worked it out. It was no big deal. And you know what? Trust me, I bet Mike has been frustrated with me and said things to people about me too. But I can respect that with my friendship with Mike or my other friendships that are healthy, good friendships, if they need to go vent to work things out in themselves, maybe about a behavior that I'm doing or something that I'm not seeing that could be affecting them or vice versa, that I trust that their intentions are good. And if it is needed when the time is right, they'll come sit down and talk to me. Let's also think about something else. Do you guys think Trisha's the easiest friend to have? I'm just going to throw it out there. Trisha has abandonment issues. Trisha has talked about being very, very needy. And I bet Trisha has a lot of good friend qualities. I'm not saying she doesn't. But we all have to be real about ourselves. And with all of her issues and her being known to weaponize people's private information and private things to hurt them when she feels hurt, to do things like that, on top of her extreme mood swings that she just seems to refuse to want to either take too much responsibility for some or get self-control over, that's a hard friendship. That's a hard friendship to maintain. And let me tell you where I'm coming from. I'm a hard friendship to maintain. This is something that kills me about me, but this is something I've had to understand, and I'll explain why. There's one reason, one big reason. I am chronically sick. And it is very difficult for me to have friendships because I go into a friendship being needy. And you know what? A lot of people can't deal with that. And my neediness isn't an emotional situation. Mine is my body doesn't work. Can I call you when I need help getting an ambulance? That's a stressful position to put people in. On top of that, I'm somebody that even though I'm super nice and I'm super generous and I have a lot of good qualities as a friend, there are other things with me. I can get kind of paranoid about people because of all the stuff that's happened to me. And that's something. Now, I'm not somebody who's destructive or anything like that. Those tendencies I've had when growing up and the learned habits, right? When you grow up in a negative environment, I really got a hold of and learned how to deal with, right? But I had to realize in myself, I'm not an easy person to be friends with. And I've had friends or I've had people that get frustrated at me and they back off simply because my situation is so stressful that for me to really use them as an emotional support is too much for them because of my situation. It doesn't mean I'm a horrible person. It means I'm chronically sick with no help, many days fighting for my life, and I have nobody to talk to, and I really don't have the money for counseling. And you know what? That's okay. I'm not trying to make this about me because I hear that criticism and that's fine, but I relate a lot of stuff to what I go through. My point is to say, I'm very real about who I am as I am right now in regard to my friendships. I know for me, because of my situation, there are boundaries I set with most people unless I know it's okay to rely on them too much because of my situation. It sucks, but it doesn't mean those friends are bad friends. When they get frustrated, because there are days I can be down and I'm negative and they just don't want to deal with it, or if they were to vent that to somebody else, even in a negative way, I'm not going to be mad at them because I understand how stressful a friendship is with somebody like me because of the physical issues. And I'm kind of frustrated because I'm looking at this going, does Trisha understand she might be a stressful friend to have? Because you're paranoid. You never know. Is Trisha going to just have a crazy mood swing on you? Is she going to put all your information out there and become incredibly destructive? Is she going to do things that's going to attach to you and make your image look bad? Especially with where Shane is at. And here's the thing. I'm not sitting here and trying to defend Shane and Ryland. Maybe they're pieces of crap. I don't know. I would like to not think that, but I don't know. I will tell you, I'm looking at who's acting like the adult. Trisha is not acting like an adult right now. Shane, Jeffree, and Ryland are acting like adults. Come to me in private. Let's do this respectfully. And they aren't out there crap talking her, and somehow we're handing Trisha trophies. And I don't understand it. But there's one more thing, as I told you, stay to the end. I know this is a bit of a long video, but there's one more thing that I want to show you guys that I think really sums up a lot of how I feel about what Trisha is doing and who she is. And this happened not too long ago. And unfortunately, because everybody's egging her and cheering her on, including the people we're about to bring up, I think this is going to continue to happen. So I'm going to leave you with this and have fun watching this after you just saw what Trisha did. There you go.
Hey, I turned out fine. You know, having 2 Christmases, 2 birthdays ain't a bad thing.
You saying turned out fine. I was like, oh, shit.
Oh, my God. Look who's talking.
Hey, I would never say I turned out fine.
The most dysfunctional family.
I literally would never say I turned out fine, even though I did. I turned out okay. I'm functional.
Just because you make money doesn't mean
you're
okay.
way crazier than me.
That's so not true.
No, but you're way crazier than me.
That's not true.
Bro, that's objectively true.
You hide it more, just like Mikey, who hides shit.
Oh, really?
It all gets brought to the surface.
I don't hide
later
anything.
On.
I literally don't. You literally just said how honest I am, and you respect that about me.
But you hide the crazy, is what I'm saying. Yeah, you
I don't
share
hide.
a lot.
I don't hide.
You do hide the crazy.
I'm all out there with
You
no
don't talk
fucking
about
eyebrows and everything.
You were into pills. You never talk about that you were a pill addict for a minute.
What?
Yeah, you said that. You said you were really into pills, and you don't talk about that.
Why do I need to talk about that?
Because that's being open. That you're judging me for being crazy, taking pills or whatever. Like I take pills or whatever. But you've done it too, and you're just not open about it.
I don't think that is a defining characteristic of who I am.
I think that is a big thing. That makes sense. Why? Because you're on medication now, and there's no shame or judgment in it. But like, hey, if you're going to shame me for being off meds, you should say, hey, I'm on meds.
I'm not shaming you for being off meds.
That's what it sounds like. You just call me crazy,
but here's
which
what you
means
do.
I'm off
You know
medication.
what you just did? You're trying to see. This is why you are such a dangerous person, especially to be close with, because you'll take something that I've told you. You'll take something that somebody told you in confidence, and you'll use it. You'll weaponize it against them.
That's not true.
That's what you just did.
No,
and luckily for you, I don't care, and I'm okay with it. But you go, oh well, I told you an anecdote about how I used to take tramadol back in Israel. When I was like bored in a dead end job, and you literally just weaponized that against me.
You called me crazy, knowing my history.
Bro, we always call you crazy. You're like upfront
but
crazy.
But if you're gonna call me crazy, then I'm gonna say, hey, why don't you own up to what you've done? That
doesn't make me crazy. Okay, I'm joking around, and then you go, okay, so what do I have to weaponize against Ethan? Oh, he told me he used to take bills in Israel. I don't think he's ever said that. So here, I'm going to drop that on him.
You want me to weaponize you? Because I have things I could actually weaponize you with, and I don't.
About.
No, but I don't do it. There's certain
things. You just did it.
Moses knows there's certain things about him I would never say.
And you just threatened me with doing it more. That's why you're so dangerous. You can't do that.
No, I didn't. Because
you do that to everybody.
I know personal things about you, and do I say it? No.
You literally just did.
That's not that personal because you just called me crazy being off my medication. So therefore,
I didn't say anything about being off your medicine.
And then you asked me how.
I literally didn't mention being off your medicine.
Then you asked me.
I said you're crazier than me.
Oh, I said you're not open and honest about everything. You're like, yes, I am open. I'm like, are you though? And then you were pushing.
It's not that I'm hiding that I took pills. It's just you used it. It's not a
push somebody to the level of like saying this, and this, and then also be like, now you're weaponizing me. You push and push and push constantly.
Nah, you're fucked up.
You're fucked up. You're the pusher and the gaslighter. And be like, oh my God, how could you say that about me? Meanwhile, this whole time being like,
I'm not
you're crazy, you're fat, you're this, you're this. Oh, we're just joking, but then you go to another level. No,
everything I'm talking about is on the table, right?
Okay, mine's on the table too.
Everything we always talk about. So, but you're like, okay, what can I use to really hit him right now?
No, that's
what you do.
Fucking gaslighting 101.
Bro, I'm not gaslighting.
Yes,
this is what you do to people.
No,
I'm just telling you.
You just push and push and push.
I'm not pushing.
You do. You push so hard. You get that for everything.
We're goofing around. It's all here. I'm not like
crazy is goofing around. That's so offensive.
Okay, I mean I've called you crazy a lot. I don't know that it's so offensive to you.
In this situation, yes.
Okay, but
so don't come for me saying I'm weaponizing you when you push me.
But then say, you know what? I don't appreciate you calling me crazy instead of being
crazy. I'll say everything. It's not what do I weaponize myself?
So why should I?
I weaponize myself by being like,
why
hey,
should anybody ever confide in you?
I'm not saying you should.
I never said you're off your meds.
You didn't confide in me. You're not like, hey, I gotta tell you something real serious. Like, oh yeah, pills are fun.
God forbid anyone ever does that.
It's so rude. Well, you know what?
No, it's not.
Your life is sad and pathetic, and mine is happy, thriving. So good
mine
luck.
Is not
Have
sad.
fun on your beach weekend, eating room service, trying to get pregnant. Have fun with that.
That doesn't sound sad and pathetic. That sounds like a good family life. Like I have good, fulfilling, and good deep roots with a wife that I've been married to for a long time. I've got a family that we're trying to build, and I've got stability in my life.
There's something right there I could weaponize, but I'm not going to. You know why? Because you push and push, and I'm not going to push on your buttons the way you push on other people's buttons.
I wouldn't even say, oh, there's something I could weaponize. I wouldn't even say that.
Because you're saying I weaponize and I don't. There's a perfect time to go in there and be like, actually, this.
Well, because obviously you have, I don't know what you're thinking about, but like.
And I don't consider weaponizing. I'm very open about everything. If someone brings up something that I don't want people to bring up with, I'll openly talk about it. Fine, whatever. That's just fucking me. Like, I don't care. I'll talk about it. It's not weaponizing just because I bring something up.
It definitely. I'm just trying to tell you of something you do. I'm just trying to be honest that I think you have this issue.
Well, you're wrong on this one.
But why do you think that like all your friendships, like a lot of your friendships go to shit?
I've had friends for so many years.
And all of your boyfriends and relationships. That's what I'm worried about Moses is that she's got a Rolodex of all this shit on you. And then when shit goes wrong, she's going to try to ruin your fucking life.
Shit has gone wrong and I don't expose stuff I know. Like,
well, yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Well, you did accuse him of fucking kind of flirting with underage girls.
No, that wasn't it. That was not.
Well, that was kind of fucked up.
No,
You're like, oh, I had a fight. I'm going to accuse him of being with underage girls.
First, I'm not accusing him of everything. The DMs were out there. They were publicly put out there.
Yeah,
all the DMs.
Yeah, they were posted by your alt account, and it had like 3 likes.
We know that wasn't
It literally had 3
confirmed.
likes. Okay, but anyway, not confirmed by me. I'm just saying it's not cool to be like, oh, well, you're addicted to pills.
And I've had friends for a very long time. I have friendships that have lasted well over 10 years, and I'm still friends with Andrew,
Jeffree
Michael,
Star just
Shane.
unfollowed you.
Jeffree I've been friends with for like a year and a half. Oh, that's kidding. See, that would also be considered, oh, that's weaponizing against me, but now it's a joke because why?
Well, you're the one that told me he unfollowed you.
It's funny. Anything you say, those are jokes. Those are jokes.
It's all on the table.
Weaponize. This is how guys do it with girls. Oh my God, you weaponize.
That pill story I told you wasn't on the table.
Okay, but that's not weaponizing.
Yes, it is.
Oh, really? You talk about stuff all the time that's like, what about when you push and push me to show you how much I made on that video? You're like, you do this. You were fucking being an asshole.
It's all on the table,
It's not all on the table. You forced me. You were literally like, get your phone out fucking now. Do this right now. Like, you
never told me no.
I did. I said, please don't. Please edit this out. It's on the podcast. I was like begging. There was like tears in my eyes. I'm like, please edit this out because like I really didn't know.
Well, so that's me being an asshole, but it's all on the table.
It's not. Okay, you weaponized it, whatever. It's not on the
table. You thought
you pushing someone to do something they're not comfortable with, that's that's worse. That's fucking way worse. I'm not saying I'm a saint at it or at all, but you're awful. You are awful.
Yeah,
you got better.
I am awful.
But I'm just saying you weaponize people and push people, like pushing people to do stuff they don't want to do. And you've done it multiple times on multiple shows, and it's just not cool. I mean, that's why people get so annoyed with you when you interview people, which is probably why we don't have guests on this show, because people don't want to be interviewed by you.
Guests on this show?
Or your H3 show anymore. People just don't want to be
guests every week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. They're really killing it. Who was like, I don't even know, the doctor with coronavirus, like good guess.
That was like 5 months ago.
Okay, well, I don't even watch your thing, but I'm just saying, like, all the guests you get, they're not, Bill Burr's not coming on, Bo Burnham's not coming on, Chris D'Elia's not coming on, you know what I'm saying? You're getting people that no one knows. Oh, Jack's Films again? Great. Good job. Good guest. Just get all your friends. iDubbbz. Wow, good job. You know what I mean?
I don't need to defend our guest track record, but I feel like we've had some bangers lately.
Have you, though?
Sure.
Okay, well, let's look that up.
Sure, yeah. Let's see. Whitney Cummings was just posted when you came on. Is she acceptable to you?
Yeah, Whitney's fine.
Okay.
Good job having a girl on. That's the other thing. You're very misogynistic, and you'll
Tom Segura and Christina P.
No idea who they are. How many views did they get?
P.
No idea. How many views?
Andrew Santino.
I don't think people know who these people are, but hey.
Famous comedians.
Cool. Don't know any of them.
Steve-O.
Also misogynistic, but okay, keep going.
Bobby Lee. And Kalila, another female. We've got some really good guests coming up, too. Here, I'll promo them right now.
Okay, promo that. I hope it gets some more views to the H3 podcast.
Oh, you know, Here, just for you, I'm just gonna give this away for you right now. Belle Delphine is gonna be on the 29th.
Whoa! Holy shit! How'd you get her?
Exactly.
Whoa!
So fucking eat out my asshole.
Unboxing her stuff is real great. You didn't even get a million views on that.
Eat out my asshole. It doesn't even have toilet paper in it.
Oh, okay. So you got Belle Delphine when you unboxed stuff. No one even cared. Didn't even get a million views. So wow, big guess. Yeah, that's dead and done. Just like James Charles, you're just trying to beat.
But my life isn't
horse.
about views.
It literally is about views. All you care about is like working, doing this.
You're literally projecting on me. You call me money hungry, and it's like literally all you do is just obsess over money.
I mean, I'm not saying that. See, I hate when people, that's fucking weaponizing when people throw it back on me. I'm not saying I'm a perfect person. If I call someone out for being racist, doesn't mean I haven't said racist things in my past. It's also just being like, hey, I'm holding a fucking mirror up to you.
No, that's not true.
That is 100% true.
Okay, whatever.
It's not projecting. Like, I'm not saying, hey, I love money too. Fuck yeah, fuck give me money. But like, it's not
just because you love money doesn't mean that you have insight to every single person.
Hungry. You so are.
No, I'm not.
When we were gonna be 50-50 on the show originally, okay, here's weaponizing, saying stuff that's not.
Dude,
on the
I
table.
gave you the most generous fucking
you came
deal.
Back 5
Go
minutes
ahead.
later and said, actually, 45 out of 45,
Yeah.
55, and
Yeah.
I'm like, and you said to pay everyone. Okay, cool, I get that, cool. But then to be like, and I'm just gonna keep all the highlights for costs or whatever. Okay,
Yeah.
how about? What? Like, just recoup.
We spent $50,000 on this set.
Recoup
We have a
it.
full set of guys that are working
So that's
all around the clock.
of our podcast.
And I literally, and you get 45%. That seems like a great fucking
and
deal.
0 of the highlights.
The
I don't
highlights
care.
is nothing,
I don't
dude.
care.
It's
I'm
just,
just saying.
it's just really annoying to crunch the numbers for a couple $100.
Over time, it's gonna get money, and it's just like, hey, it's fine. I don't care, but don't say I'm money hungry. I couldn't care less. Like, I'm like, whatever. I would do this for free.
So you're not
fine.
money hungry now.
Huh? I like money. I'm not money hungry. I'm
Okay,
not driven
whatever.
by
This is
money.
a stupid conversation. All I'm trying to do is give you an important insight
That's the other thing. This
to
whole
something to
episode,
do.
you constantly like, move on. We're not talking about that. This is stupid. Like, how come you get to dictate what's stupid and what's not, and what's worthy of a conversation and what's not?
If you want to talk about
And
something,
but
bring a
it's fine.
conversation.
I don't care. I'm fine. I'm fine with it. I'm saying, but this is what you do to your guests on the
If
fucking
you
podcast,
want
which
to
is why it's dying, which is why no one's coming back on, which is why you don't get repeat guests. Who's the guy that was so offended when you were on? He was so uncomfortable. I forgot his name. We watched it, and he was so uncomfortable. He's just like, what are you doing? Like, what's happening right now? I forget the guy's name. Eric something. Andre? I don't know.
Eric?
Eric Andre? Is that his name?
You don't even know who Eric Andre is?
No, I don't know. But he looked very uncomfortable. I watched it and I was like, what the fuck is happening? Like, why were you being so fucking like, you know what I mean? And it's like, that's why people don't come back, because you have this way of just pushing people.
People always
and
come
being
back.
Weird.
Bill Burr was on twice, by the way. Did you know that?
Did not see the second episode.
Well, it was great.
It's good. I hope it was better the second time around.
It was.
But I'm just saying, in general, that's why no one comes back. Like, it's
people always come back. Literally, we regularly have people back.
Jack's Films, good job.
Jack's Films has been on the episode.
He's the worst, by the way. So I'm.
Why? He's really nice.
He's not. He was an asshole to me on the Shane Dawson music video.
Well, maybe he should have been.
Before I was,
Maybe he was right. Maybe he saw something.
No, he's the most problematic, and
what? Jack's Film is not.
No,
I gotta stop you there.
No, see, this is what I'm saying. I stop you there.
ahead.
You're trying to silence me. But here's the thing, just like Mikey, we're all woke and we're all PC.
He's not woke.
I'm not saying he's woke, but he has a lot of skeletons in his closet.
No, he doesn't.
And that's not me weaponizing. That's just me saying I know.
No, but like you did the pill anecdote. That was you.
That
trying
was
to
not.
weaponize.
Oh my
Yes,
God. But that, okay. So what do you call what you did to me when you push and push and push? When I say I'm not comfortable with something, like, hey,
Well,
I'm
you
not
could
comfortable with
accuse
your
me of
money.
being an asshole.
That's not being an asshole. Like pushing someone when they say I'm uncomfortable.
That's
is
not
like,
weaponizing private info.
that is. That totally is. Because
Okay,
you have the
whatever.
power
I can't
of the
explain
show.
something obvious.
Okay.
My only question to you is, who won World War II? Who won World War II? Was it the Allies
This
or
is
the
the last
Axis?
episode.
Was it the Allies or the Axis? Who won World War II?
I'm quitting this episode. I'm quitting. You can literally title this the last episode. I'm over it.
Did the Nazis win or lose World War II?
I'm over this. I'm so over this, and I really am. Like 100% done with the show.
So this is it?
Yeah.
So
You can renegotiate my terms, and maybe I'll come back. But that's it.
Renegotiate. You already have max terms. You're maxed out.
No, I don't think so. After this today, I'm renegotiating.
You want to give me
our house.
25,000 for the set?
No,
So what do you want?
because I didn't have a say in the set. I didn't have a say in how it was like built or anything. I had my set designers, and like, oh, they're not available.
I tried to reach them. All right, whatever.
Well, good luck with this channel.
It's doing great.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's doing fine.
Okay. Cool. I'm the first to admit when mine's dying. Don't turn around and be like, what's your views? Because I'm the first to admit my channel's dying.
My channel's not dying.
Oh, okay. Cool. Love it. Doing better than ever?
Yeah, actually. Well, we're posting more frequently, but the views are up. It's doing really good.
Amazing. Happy for you.
But you're trying. See, what you're trying is to upset me, but it's not
I'm not.
working.
I said good for you. If you think it's doing better,
No, you're
then
being
I'm glad
sarcastic.
for you. I'm not. I think that's amazing. If it's doing good for you, then really congrats.
Yeah, I can see why your relationships don't work out.
I can see why you've been with the same person for 12 years.
Thank you.
You have no other options, and quite frankly, I don't blame you.
I have no. Wow, that's a really.
So.
Why would I want other options? I'm perfectly content.
I can, I could be mean like you, but I'm not going to. Anything else we should discuss?
Damn, this went off the fucking rails.
Wow. Thank
Uncle
you for this
Fester
episode.
and whatever this shit you threw together is.
Oh my God, mine's more iconic. We'll see by the TikTok views.
Should we make up or are we hating?
I'm literally over it. I'm so over it. I don't
Really?
even care if
I'm
Moses
not.
breaks up with me over this. Bye.
Why would Moses break up over a podcast?
Because I don't like his family. And I don't like hanging out with you guys. And you guys are awful. And that's it. And yeah, I said it.
But you liked me when we started.
No, I was trying to be nice and fun, but I actually don't really care that much for you.
Really? You never liked me?
Nope.
I
Fake.
Oh,
You're the next to be canceled.
you're really upset.
No, I'm not. I'm fine. So have fun. Good luck on the baby making.
Thank you. I feel that you're really upset now.
I'm good.
You're shutting down.
No, I'm good. What else do you want to talk about? Let's talk.
Should we resolve this issue?
No, I'm
before
over
we
it.
end
I'm so over it.
You just said let's talk.
I'm not doing the next episode for real. I'm over it.
You just said let's talk.
Because you said, oh, you're shutting down. I'm like, I'll talk to you. Talk. You got me for 10 more minutes.
Nah, well, we're over.
We're over time. Look,
Yeah.
it's too far.
This episode went 20 minutes too long.
Oh, some good content there, too.
Anything else?
That's it.
Moses, do you want to have anything to say? End it. Moses is warning me.
Well, just because I'm quitting this show, don't fire Moses because of me.
Why would I fire Moses? Because of you.
I don't know. People be doing that.
You overestimate your influence.
Oh, I know how you guys are with him. Oh my God, Trisha did this. Oh my God, Trisha did that. Are we should be scared of Trisha? It's like,
I've never said anything like that to him.
I seen your group chats. I literally see his phone.
Well, you bragging about looking through his phone isn't exactly the best look.
I'm not bragging about it. I'm stating something because once again, I'm open.
Well, I've never said anything like that to you.
I'm open about it. Like, yeah, I'm not a perfect person. I'm a crazy person sometimes. Like, whatever. I'm open about it.
I'm sorry for calling you crazy. I know
That's
this went off the rails.
offensive.
Yeah, I apologize.
I don't apologize for anything I said about you.
That's okay.
And I'll say it again.
It's fine, but I know that this went off the rails.
I know
when
you have
called
issues because of your family, and I get it, and I understand that, and I'm sympathetic to it. So my apologies, but that's it.
But I can tell that when I said that, it upset you. And I was sincerely, I thought we were goofing around because...
Well, you look unhappy in life, so I really hope you feel
No.
better. I know it came from a place that you're
Wait, I want
miserable.
to... I know... Yeah.
I know you are.
Because I
And I feel
thought
bad that you're miserable.
I thought we were goofing on each other kind of thing, but I genuinely I'm sorry for saying that. I'm genuine.
Okay.
And
I'm like literally gonna leave though, like once this is over.
no, I know. So I'm trying I'm trying to resolve this because
The more we talk about it, the worse it's gonna be. Like, good luck. Honestly, good luck. Thanks for having me on 5 episodes. Love it. It was so much fun, and I'm over it. Good luck. And I'm sorry about your family situation. I'm sorry about your situation.
no,
I know you're miserable.
no, it's
You
not
are.
true.
I can tell. And it's sadness. And I see you when I was around your family that you have sadness in you, and it's sad.
Okay.
And that's why you're so mean to people on the internet. And I get it, but also don't take it out on people and call them crazy and shit.
No, I apologize.
Okay, cool. Great. That's a wrap.
I do think you're a good person, and I am sorry for calling you crazy.
Cool. I'll weaponize you later then on my channel. Can't
All right.
wait for the weaponizing. Everyone comes to me because I'm crazy and I weaponize against people. Like, it's all me. I never get provoked.
Yeah, no, I can see why I provoked you because I can be like asshole-ish.
It's not asshole. It's like literally like pushing someone to do something when they're uncomfortable. That's like literally like, it's an attack. I mean, that's literally like awful. But
Right.
anyways.
Right. Okay.
All right, cool.
Okay. Well.
Yeah.
Hey, Alfredo.
Cool.
Well, we're going out on a high note here, folks. All for your viewing pleasure.
Just wire me for this later and we'll talk never.
I will wire you the money that I owe you, and I will wish you well because I've always wished you well. And I can tell you hate me so much right now, but I don't hate you.
Cool. I know.
I like you still. My feelings didn't change for you.
Cool. Love it.
There's no way to calm you down, I feel like.
I'm fine. I'm literally just
No,
over
but like
it.
there's
I'm
no
so
way.
over it.
You just hate me so much. I just
do,
wish there was a
and
way
I do. And like I
to
know,
tone it down.
yeah, whatever. There is, because I hate people just like that are you. You're the person I hate in this world.
Really?
That's so just offensive, but they do nothing wrong. And when people are provoked, oh, they're crazy, calling girls crazy and stuff like that. It's like, but taking no accountability, no responsibility. You think everything's just an attack against you. Everyone's against Ethan. Like, oh my gosh, I'm always right. It's like, ugh, you and Jax don't serve each other. So
Jax? Well, I can't believe you're going after Jax. He's such a sweet guy.
I love you.
All right, Trisha.
All right, bye. Thanks for the great episode. You want to come with me, or are you staying?
It's not. You don't have to choose between me and Moses. He can do both, even if we hate each other.
Choosing between you or me. You can stay or you can come. I don't care.
He'll go with you.
Okay, bye.
Yeah. No, he drove here.
In my car.
Bye, Trisha. Are we gonna make TikToks? Are we gonna make TikToks? We were supposed to make TikToks. She's leaving. Yeah, yeah. Well, Trisha left. So this is our first fight, our big real fight. She snapped on me and she left. I'm gonna try to do a post-mortem on this. I don't know. Maybe she's just having a bad day. But I do. You want to comment, Moses? Moses came back. You want to sit down? Go ahead, get her phone. Yeah. She's like, Moses, you pick who you're staying with. But I was like, go ahead. Oh, Moses is here.
Just give it time.
Okay, yeah. No, I figure.